Hey guys, what's up? Today I'm going to be doing a model review of the John Deere 764 high-speed dozer. Not really sure how popular this model is. I did buy it when it first came out because I just thought it looked really cool, something different, unique. I'm pretty sure it's unique to John Deere too. I don't really know if any other companies even have one like this. I believe a top speed on one of these is like 30 miles an hour, 32 or something like that. Not really sure. Don't hold me to it, but I know it's about 30 miles an hour. I think they'll do. They use them for grading and stuff like that. A lot of road jobs have them for like the sides. They'll grade stone or dirt or whatever. There are rubber tracks on the real one also. On the model, obviously there's two, but on the real one, I believe the rubber tracks. There's four of them, and they also use this to plow snow. I've seen too in some videos on YouTube if you look it up. I haven't seen a lot of people on YouTube that have this model. I'm sure some people do. They just don't really show it off that much. It's not a huge or a real popular model, but I definitely think it's nice. And for the money, I think I got mine. Not really sure because it was a while ago, but I think I got it for around $35, if not 40 maybe 39. I don't know, something like that. But they don't really go for that much, and there's quite a bit of detail on them for the price. And there's quite a bit of metal, but there's also quite a bit of plastic. But I don't really mind plastic, so it doesn't really affect me too much. To get started, I'll show you the functionality of it, which is just basically it's a six-way blade. Um, so it raises that far, and it goes down. That's it. It's pretty much perfect when it goes down. That's as far as it goes down, right there, and it raises up that far. It does curve like this, or I should show you like here. It goes to the left like that far, and it goes to the right that far. My cylinders are a little loose, so if you are pushing something, it might move a little bit. If you're pushing something on this side, it will push it a little bit, but it's not too bad. You can always stiffen them up, and that might just be my model. The angle part doesn't really, that's it, but that's just, honestly, it's not the cylinder that's doing that, it's the loose pins that's allowing it to move. The cylinder does move, if you keep that up, if you look, um, that's trying to move it. You see the whole cylinder right there, but it is some of the loose pins also that are moving with it. But that's not too bad. That's actually a nice little feature. It doesn't really stay in any of those positions, but it's just nice to have on it. Interior detail on it. There really isn't a lot in the cab. There is supposed to be like a simulated, if it focuses, steering wheel in it. If you could see, the glass ain't really clear. A little steering wheel in there. The seat's gray, which stands out so you can see it. And there's supposed to be tiny little joysticks, or a joystick I think on the left side. I'm trying to look at it while I'm showing you guys in the video, but so it's not too bad. No doors open or nothing like that, but the cab look is really sharp. I do like the look of it. John Deere did a pretty good job on that. Cab's all plastic. I'm on the edge kind of with the roof. Not really sure if it's plastic or metal. I'm gonna go with plastic, just the way it feels. And my models, usually the metal ones, are kind of cold. Well, if you feel them now, like this time of year, you'll feel them, and or whatever, and the metal obviously gets cold, and the plastic doesn't, and it's not really too cold. If you feel the back, has a little bit of a chill to it, just because it's been sitting. My room's not that warm. But the top, I'm gonna go with plastic. The light bars are plastic, but there is nice simulated lights on it, and painted lights right here, and I believe there's blinkers. I'm assuming they're supposed to be. The blade is painted gray, and the back's yellow, but it looks kind of nice. You could always rough that up and make it look like it's actually working. Onto the tracks, they do barely roll, but I'm putting a lot of force on it actually to make them roll. They do not roll that well, but I mean, I don't really care. I wasn't planning on rolling them. I don't know how they make it. They would really have to loosen up the rubber a little bit so they'd roll a little quicker. Plus, I've been sitting in this position, so when you roll them, all the rubber's kind of, if you look, it's kind of bent in the position where the wheels were. I don't really care though. Onto the steps, there is some texture up here, as you can see. And the steps, these whole sides are plastic. Handrails are plastic, but they do look nice and they look pretty sharp. You can tell they're plastic when you look at the model, but it's not a huge deal for me. I'm sure someone out there might have replaced them with metal, but I don't have the time. I mean, I do, but I just don't really feel like sitting here and trying to replicate them. But I don't really care too much. I think it looks fine. There is no cylinders in here for the articulation, the steering, but it will stay, obviously. So it goes that much that way and that much that way. So it does go more to the left, I believe. A little bit. Yeah, I really can't. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it goes pretty much even in both ways, actually. But it looks nice. You know, in pictures it looks nice, definitely. This door here does open. Unfortunately, I don't have anything to actually like pry it open with because it's really tight. Like, I tried to stick that little thing that Swore gives you with some of their models to open their doors. I pretty much broke the end of it because it's so tight in there. So I got to get something in there, like a little piece of metal. But if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I opened it. It's a like a little battery, I think, in there, and like a kill switch or something like that, which would be on the real machine also. Fuel cap up here. Come around the sides. Oh, the fenders in the back are plastic also, but they do look quite nice. And from the back, you can see warning signals and brakes. And then this, I'm assuming this door would open and to access the engine also. And a little tow hitch on the back. Not really sure what you would pull with this, but it's there. It looks kind of cool. I guess you could always use it to pull something out, like a pickup or something, maybe in a ditch, in a dio or something like that. You could always simulate. These doors do open, but due to the fenders, they stop there, which you can see. In there, if I can try to show you, there is an engine, which is quite detailed. It is plastic, but you can tell some detail on it, as you can see in there, which is nice. These are not etched through. They're kind of just painted on, but they do look kind of nice, like vents. This side, nothing else opens except for this back door here. Coming around, this side is pretty much identical to the other than the engine area and everything like that. And this side, you can see just this is more enclosed. I don't believe this side opens. It might open, but it doesn't look it. This side, the door opens. It doesn't actually open on the real machine. I'm not really too familiar with the real machine, so don't hold me to what I say about it. Don't really know any of the specs on the actual machine at all, so. But I know it's not really the most informative review, but on the model, I think it is. So that is it. I guess I can show you a quick size comparison. I really don't know what to compare it to. I mean, it's not that big. I'll get my D6T because I'm pretty sure a lot of people have that model. So, one sec. I got the D6T. So there it is. The D6T has a much wider blade, as you can see. I'm not going to do a review of the D6T right now because I think a lot of people have that. I think that'd be a pointless review because everybody has it or will get it. I recommend it to anybody just shouting that out there. So it is a little bit bigger from a side view. It's not, you really can't compare it because Caterpillar doesn't make a high-speed dozer that I know of. I can almost bet on it they don't. They just make your average track dozer, which I think definitely has more power than this. I don't think this has a lot of power. I think it has more, obviously, for the speed and to grade a little bit quicker. It's not made to go through a mountain, to push a mountain or anything like that. But otherwise, from the back, that is it. But really, comparing these two doesn't make a lot of sense, just because there's nothing to compare. It's a high-speed dozer versus a track dozer. There's not a whole lot of similarities other than the actual dozer blade. The main function of it. But otherwise, guys, there is my review of the Ertl John Deere 764 high-speed dozer in 1/50th scale. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and keep checking in for other reviews and various videos.